Yes, Sergeant. Always ready to save the day. You want me to clear out the cat litter? Are you sure there's no burning building or collapsing bridge or... No, just clear out the cat poo. Okay. Alright, I'll see you there. Yeah. Titch away! Bollocks. Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Titch and you're watching Titch Vision. And today I'm going to be doing my first ever review. Today I'll be reviewing Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Now a few months back I did a reaction video to the trailer of this film. So, here we are. Just to warn you guys, there might be some minor spoilers in there, but not too much to spoil the film. But let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into it. Okay, the film starts when Clark Kent is a kid and he knows he's different. He doesn't know what he is or where he came from. It's not long until we get to see Superman in action, or Clark Kent before he became Superman. He saved everyone from a rocket launch that was actually funded by LexCorp. And Lex does show up, but more on him later. And Clark faces his first big challenge as he goes face to face with Lobo, a bounty hunter from space. This is where he finds out that he is from Krypton and he is the last of the Kryptonians. And this is where he starts searching for answers. Answers that he'll get from his future Justice League teammate, the Martian Manhunter, aka John Jones. But while all that is happening, a new evil arises in the form of Parasite, a man turned monster that can drain the life force, memories and powers from anyone. And it's up to Superman to save the day. Now the plot is pretty straightforward. There's a few bells and whistles here to make it more attractive. But we've seen a lot of origin stories before, and this one gets straight on with it. It doesn't linger in one spot for too long, and that's a good thing. It should be about who is Clark Kent. Is he Superman? Is he alien / Kryptonian? Or is he just Clark Kent? And it does all that pretty damn well in my opinion. Although there are a few hiccups here and there, to be honest with you. Especially there was a moment during the Lobo fight. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there's a pivotal moment in it where it should have been more emotional. It should have affected Clark a lot more than it should have done. And the ending, which I won't spoil for you. Now think about how a Superman film should end. Think about that and then move it 90 degrees to the left. If you watch the film, you understand what I mean. All in all, I think the plot is well done for what is about to happen going forward. Now animation wise, it's actually quite good. It's very different from what we see from the other DC animated films. But what sticks out for me from the characters animation is that sometimes you see a very thick black line on the outside of the characters. It kind of makes the characters stand out a bit more. I'm no expert in animation, but it looks good to me. All the characters here are animated quite well, but some of them are animated quite weirdly. Some of them are a bit too expressive and some of them are not expressive enough. And the animation for the fight scenes were really good. They flowed really nicely. Also just a thought that even though this is an animated superhero film, this one is definitely not for kids. There's a bit of extreme violence and there is a bit of cursing. Mostly coming from Lobo.
Well, frag the shit out of me.
Now the foundations of Superman's character is done really well in this film. Clark Kent is just starting out in Metropolis. He's become an intern at Daily Planet and he's just trying to fit in as a normal human being whilst also doing the superhero thing on the side. But asking the question, does he want to be a hero? And if he does want to be the hero, he just wants to be understood. He wants to let everyone know that he is there to help. Superman is played by Darren Criss from Glee and he does a really good job here. He definitely does sound like the guy trying to fit in with everyone else, whilst also trying to be the superhero.
Large skinny vanilla latte, no whip, and I hope you don't mind, I had them add a dash of cinnamon to the grinds. It really wakes it up. This planet is protected, alien.
Lois Lane is here too, just starting off at the Daily Planet after making a name for herself, after revealing that Lex Luthor is a dirty, rotten scoundrel. And it's everything we expect from Lois Lane, going headfirst into danger, trying to get the big scoop. And Alexandra Daddario does a really good job doing the voice for her. I have no complaints there.
People with that much power think they wield it over everyone. If you can take that away from them for a moment, you can take it away for good.
And of course, Lex Luthor shows up. He gets arrested straight off the bat. Of course, funding the failed rocket launch with some dirty money. He's played by Zachary Quinto, best known for playing Spock in Star Trek, and he does a very good job as well. He definitely does sound like a criminal mastermind. Like, you want to believe he's there to help.
Money? I have money. No, I don't want anything but to help. But I can't help you from in here.
But come on, really? Are you really there to help? Are you just tricking us? Come on, you can tell me. Come on, you can tell me, please. So yeah, Lex Luthor's character is pretty much nailed here too, and we'll probably see him somewhere down the line in future films. Martian Manhunter shows up, he gives a little bit of exposition, whilst also coming up with a couple of funny lines in the film.
I thought Martians only existed in the movies.
Those movies are terrible.
Telling him about the fate of his planet and telling him he's the last one of his kind. But my standout character here is Lobo. This guy is the man. A biker from space. What else do you want from this guy? And you know what's even better? He's played by Ryan Hurst. The guy who plays Opie in Sons of Anarchy. A biker dude playing a biker dude from space. What else do you want? He's a violent, no-nonsense trash talker, and I love it.
Yeah, they're on their way all right. And those bloodthirsty sons of bitches don't care who they gotta liquefy to get him. Nah, just kidding.
Remember when I said that Clark's dad sounds like the janitor from Scrubs?
Doesn't Clark's dad sound a bit like the janitor from Scrubs? Do you remember Scrubs? Remember the janitor from Scrubs? He just sounds a lot like him.
Turns out, he actually is. It's Neil Flynn from Scrubs. The janitor plays Clark Kent's dad.
He is different, and it scares him, for good reason. Whoever put him in that ship had no idea or care for how dangerous a world they were sending him to.
Brilliant. When it comes to Parasite, it's very interesting. Comic books, he took on a more human form, but here he looks more like a monster. With every life he takes, his appearance changes, and he becomes less human and more Godzilla-like. It's not a terrible move, but it does take away from the human aspect of it. I mean, there are some moments in the film where you do see his humanity in the beast form, but they're so far in between. I think this film is first of many films going forward, and it definitely feels like that here. Not that it's a bad thing, I think this film is a very good start. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future. All in all, it's a decent flick. It's not the best DC animated film I've seen, but it has some really good moments. The standout being Superman versus Lobo. That's probably the best fight in the film. The characters are done really, really well, but it could have done with a bit more of an emotional punch. And I found the ending a tiny bit underwhelming, and I thought it went in a bit of a weird direction. And the animation, don't have a problem with, just a few expression issues. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Also, just to let you guys know, I'm not a film critic. I never studied film, ever. But I just love movies. I love DC superheroes, and I just love talking about them. And I thought I'd share my opinions with you guys. What do you guys think? Have you seen the film? And what do you think is next for the DC animated universe? Comment down below and let me in the know. Also, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who watched my Animaniacs reaction video. That's more views than any other video on my channel. And all I've got to say is a massive thank you. And if you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave a link somewhere on the screen at the end of the video. Somewhere there or there. It'll be one of those two. But yeah, that's everything for today, guys. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, share and subscribe. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I've been Titch, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.